You're live. Good morning, everybody. Fix the camera. Let's go ahead and we'll get started on our backs. Good morning from Missoula. Trying a new setup this week. Seeing if this was a little bit better. Anyways, good morning. I want to thank everybody for coming into last class. I wanted to thank all you cool cats and kittens that did some Venmo. I appreciate that. Going towards the cause. Who would have thought during all this toilet paper and YouTube streaming stuff would be sold out? Everybody's trying to be a star, apparently. And then I just want a little reminder. Remember, yoga can be difficult, but it shouldn't hurt. So with that, at the same time, with my speed, don't get discouraged with my speed. Just try to go along as best as you can, especially the first 15 minutes. That's that warm-up video that I put together. I'll give you a little heads up during that time. But, every class, hopefully you'll just be able to go a minute longer. And then if you want to listen along on some music, I got chill lo-fi beats on Spotify. That's what I quietly listen to. If I try to play it through this, it sounds all distorted. So, okay. Go ahead and lay down on your backs. And we'll begin with our breath. Once Lauren looks like it's all good, she'll come join us here. Inhale, you can reach your arms above your head. Point your toes towards the wall in front of you. Full body stretch. The spine is off the floor. And then on an exhale, let the spine sink towards the floor. Maybe you want to lift up the legs, roll out the ankles. You can lift up the arms, roll out the wrists. And using our next inhale, let's bring our knees up towards our chest. Wrap our elbows around our knees, and we'll start focusing on connecting breath with movement. Nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, take the navel towards the spine and squeeze the knees in towards your chest. Giving yourself a light hug here. Maybe you want to throw in a side-to-side sway. You can loosen the grip, let the lower back hit the mat, roll that out side to side. You can also bring your knees together and do some circles with the knees, massaging the hips against the mat. A few more breaths wherever you're at. Then we'll meet back in the middle. On your next exhale, let's lower our arms out to a T, keeping the knees above the chest. Take a nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, lower your knees to the right, 2 inches above the floor. And then inhale back up. Exhale to the left, 2 inches above the floor. And then inhale back up. Let's just move side to side on our own, moving with our own breath, slowly greasing up the spine. Let's do one more each way. And with the knees back up top, let's give it one more big squeeze. And then your next exhale, you go ahead and release your left leg straight out in front of you. Left toes curl back towards the left knee. Interlace your fingers 2 inches below your right knee. Bring the knee out to the right just to avoid the rib cage. Then bring it back above the chest. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, squeeze your right knee in towards your right armpit. Elbows out to the side, chin tucked into the chest, shoulder blades on the floor, hip bones touching the floor. Breathe. Taking one more big inhale here. And then on the exhale, release the right hand, and with the left hand, guide the knee over to the left, stacking the right hip on top of the left, open the right arm out to the side, take your gaze to the right. Here, if you have a block, you can always bring a block underneath the knee for a little bit of support. And then focusing on the spine and the breath. Each exhale, you slip into this twist. One day, the right ear, right shoulder will touch the mat. Using it, inhale, let's slowly lift the knee back up. Maybe squeeze it in towards the chest one more time. And then exhale, release the right leg straight out in front of you. Toes curl back towards the knee. Inhale the left knee up towards your chest. Interlace the fingers below the knee or on the inside of the thigh. Knees out to the left and back above the chest. Chin into the chest, elbows out to the side. Exhale, you squeeze. At the same time, press that left hip up towards the ceiling, getting that sandwich effect. A few more big breaths here. Take one more big inhale. And on the exhale, release the left hand, guide the knee over to the right, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Open the left arm out to the side. Take your gaze to the left. Bringing your attention to the spine. With each exhale, you slowly twist. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale. Gently unwind. Squeeze the knee in one more time. And then release the left leg with the right. Let's bring our arms down to the side. Press our forearms and palms into the mat. We're just going to do a little core. Zip up the legs. Toes curled back towards the knees. Then on an inhale, we'll lift the feet off the floor 2 inches. Chin tucked into the chest. And then we'll go from 2 inches to 2 feet. Down to 2 inches to 2 feet. Just go back and forth. Let's get that lower core, abs. It's almost beach season. We got to keep them nice and tight. A few more breaths here. Let's do one more. And then you can bring the knees back into the chest. Wrap the elbows or hands around the knees, and then we'll rock and roll on our spine, or you can roll onto your side, and we'll make ourselves up into a seated position. All right. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands on the knees. You can gently close the eyes if you like. We'll start warming up the neck. Take your chin towards your left shoulder, chin towards your right shoulder. Nice and easy. And you start moving the head up and down, chin to chest, back of the head to the top of the shoulders. The next time the chin's at the chest, you can go ahead and leave it there. Let's do some neck circles. So like I said, I like to take my chin towards my right shoulder and take it across the sky, down to my left shoulder, to my chest. Whatever's comfortable for you, do 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Beautiful. Going back to the middle, take a couple breaths. Maybe while you're waiting, you can roll the shoulders back, forward. Then on an inhale, we'll take our arms up towards the sky. And on an exhale, we'll twist to our right. Bring the left hand on top of the knee, right hand behind us, or you can always put it on a block. Focusing on the breath, focusing on the twist. Inhales to broaden, exhales to twist. Take one more big inhale. And on the exhale, gently unwind, coming back to the middle. Let's inhale our arms back up. And then on exhale, twist to our left. Right hand on top of our knee, left hand behind us or on the block. Inhale to broaden, exhale to twist. And using an exhale, just gently release, coming back towards the front of our mat. Same thing. Inhale the arms up. Engage the core. On the exhale, it's forward fold. Two options here. You can press your palms into the mat, engage in the shoulders, or relax your forearms to the mat and let your head and neck hang heavy. Breathing here, connecting with the breath. Each exhale, you're able to fold a little bit further. Using our next inhale, let's slowly roll ourselves back up. Head up last, then we'll switch out the legs. Back to front, front to back. And then same thing. Let's inhale the arms up. Engage the core. Exhale, forward fold. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Subscribe will give you a heads up when I'm doing a live class. But for now on, I'll be doing it every Tuesday, 10:30 Montana time and 9:30 California time. And Friday, same thing, 10:30 for Montana, 9:30 for California. When we inhale, slowly bring ourselves back up. And like I said, if it's in your practice, you can roll over your knees, or if you want to bring your legs out to the side, and we'll bring ourselves to the tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's start off with our wrists. Bring the fingers in towards each other. Let me face towards you guys, and then Lauren will face that way. And then you can circle the palms with your shoulders. Always remember, just however many you go to the right, make sure you go to the left. Staying even. Another option is fingers facing towards the front of the mat. Turn them outward, inside of the elbow towards the front of the room. Then the elbows leaning into this, stretching out the wrists. Most of the weight's in my knees. And then the third option is I have top of the hands to the mat. All 5 fingers pressing down, including the thumb. And then gently leaning into the wrists. A few more breaths here with the wrists. And then after the wrists, we can curl the toes, sit back on the heels, lift the knees, and we'll massage, stretch our toes side to side here. Nice and easy. And then after the toes, let's come back to our knees, knees together, uncurl the toes, sit back on the heels. Walk your hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your feet. You can stay right here, or you can lift the knees, nice and easy. At the same time, pressing the top of the ankles into the mat, deepening the stretch. And then nice and easy. Make your way back to a tabletop, palms under the shoulders. Bring the knees under the hips. Then on an inhale, we'll take your gaze towards your right thumb. We'll take the right hand up towards the sky. And then on an exhale, we'll guide them underneath our left. Let's go ahead and sit down. Sit down on the right shoulder, right palm facing up, right side of the face on the mat. Here you can walk the left hand to the top left corner if you like. Or if it's in your practice, on an inhale, you take the left arm up and over and grab onto either the right pocket or slide your hand in between your hip and your thigh, and then gently open the chest and gaze up towards the sky. Pressing that right shoulder deeper into the floor. A few more breaths here on this side. Wherever you're at, let's slowly bring that left palm back underneath the shoulder. Press it into the mat. Using an inhale, let's take the right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale to release. Taking your gaze towards your left thumb. On your next inhale, let's take the left arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, thread it underneath the right. Come down to the left side of the shoulder, left side of the head, left palm facing up. Keep your right hand where it's at, or maybe walk it to the top right corner. Or if you did on the other side, inhale the right arm up and over, grabbing onto the left thigh or in between the thigh and the hip. And then you can slowly open the chest and gaze up towards the sky. A few more breaths. Gently unwind. Bring that right palm back underneath the right shoulder. Press it into the mat. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. And then exhale to release. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Let's go through some cat-cows. On an inhale, lower the chest, stomach, gaze forward. Exhale, curl the spine up towards the sky. Light pressure in the palm, gazing at the thighs. Go back and forth between the two. Move with your own breath. Take in your own time. You could add in the hips if you like, get the whole body swing, whole body moving. Or you could also add in some wag the dog. Take the gaze over one shoulder, hips in the opposite direction, maybe hold for a couple breaths. Gaze over the left shoulder, hips to the right, hold for a few breaths. Back to the middle. Couple more cat-cows. And then coming back to a tabletop, let's open our knees up wide. Heels and toes touch behind us. Sit back on the heels. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale. And then on the exhale, walk the hands forward. Slowly releasing the forehead to your mat. Engage in the breath. Nice deep inhale. Reach those hands forward. And then exhale. Pull the hips back towards the heels. So this is my 10-minute warm-up video. You can stop right here. And this is that 10-minute video. If you practice this, I'm trying to practice that 10-minute video every day just to prepare myself for these two classes. So if you can just do that throughout your daily routine, it's only 10 minutes every day. You just did your one today. That'd be great. I am going to promise you that I'll stay doing that. It hasn't been part of my regular practice this past week. Last week was my first class. I was sore last week. So I'm going to try to stay consistent. Okay, that's it for that. So on an inhale, let's push ourselves back up into a tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's check our alignment. Fingers spread nice and wide. Look back at your knees. You shouldn't be able to see your calves or your feet behind your thighs. That's when you know you're at hip distance. Go ahead and curl the toes. Then on your next inhale, let's lift the knees, press the palms into the mat, chest towards the thighs, hips up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the heels down, downward dog. Now here, let the head hang heavy, maybe shake it out a little bit. You can also pedal the feet, bend the right knee, lift the right heel, bend the left knee, lift the left heel. Taking gaze on their opposite shoulders, maybe. You can come on an inhale, come up on your toes, all 10 of your toes, heels up high, and then exhale, slowly lower the heels down. Bend the knees deep, press the chest into the thighs. Beautiful. Let's take our gaze towards our thumbs. Using an inhale, let's step our feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Here, make two fists and put them between your feet. That's what hip distance looks like. And then go ahead and grab opposite elbows, hang heavy. Maybe throw in a little side-to-side sway. Slowly warming up the body, keeping a bend in the knees. You can always interlace the fingers, bring the palms behind the skull, wrap the forearms around the ears. Nice big inhale, hold. Exhale, release. You can also take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, hands up towards the sky. A few more breaths here. Okay, slight bend in the knees. Release the hands towards the floor. On your next inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. And let's keep our hands there. Maybe hook the thumbs. And then on an exhale, you can lean to the right, hips to the left. Take a couple breaths. And inhale back up. Switch out thumbs. Lean to the left, hips to the right. Inhale back up. If you want to do a slight back bend, you can keep your arms where they're at. Interlace the fingers, palms behind the neck for a little neck support, or hands behind the back. And then we'll just slowly lean back. If you do the one behind the neck, you can open up your elbows and stretch out the chest as well. Ooh, I'm shaky. And on an inhale, you can slowly come back up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Okay, go ahead and grab a drink of water if you'd like. Then we'll start moving through some sun A's, sun B's. Everybody's doing great? All right. Okay, come to the top of your mat, feet together, toes, big toes touching, slight gap in the heels. Your next inhale is take the arms up towards the sky. Engage the core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Palms of shins, straighten the spine, gaze at the mat. Exhale, plant the hands in the mat. Step the feet back. Go through your vinyasa. So that's high plank. Exhale down to a low, all the way down to the floor. Uncurl the toes. Zip up the legs. Press the top of the feet into the mat. The knees will lift. Palms under the shoulders. On an inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Low cobra. And then exhale, gently release. Curl the toes, press back into a downward dog. I step my feet forward, one whole foot to come back into my proper alignment. But here, focusing on the breath. Biceps curled in. The weight is towards the thumb and the index finger. Breathe. On an inhale, let's get that right foot up in the air, right heel pressing back. Let's go ahead and bend the knee and do those circles again. Just couple the front. Oh, yeah. Couple the back. And stretch it up one more big time. And then on an exhale, bring that right foot between your hands. Stay where they're at. Back toes curled. Press off those back toes. Come into a half splits. Those left toes are reaching for the wall behind you or towards the ceiling. And then you keep your hands to either frame that right foot or grab onto the right ankle. A little balancing pose here. If you can release your forehead down towards your knee, feel free. A few more big breaths. Balancing, focusing. Take one more big inhale. And then on the exhale, step that left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Jump right in the next one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the feet back. Go through your vinyasa. High, down to low. Release the toes, uncurl them, press them into the mat. Knees lift. Inhale into a low cobra. And then exhale. Push back into a downward dog. Breathing. Maybe do a couple lion's breaths. On an inhale, let's take the left foot up in the air, left heel press back, and then bend the knee. Let's do those circles again. 2 to the front, 2 to the back. And once that left foot's back up, stretching back, exhale, knee to nose. Step that foot between the hands. Staying here, press off the back toes. Lift the right foot. Right foot's either reaching for the wall behind you, up towards the sky. And then you come in with the hands, either frame the foot Grab onto the left ankle. Always release your forehead down to your shin if it's in your practice. A few more big breaths. Balancing here. Take one more big inhale. And then exhale. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way back up. Stay where you're at. Exhale, arms down by the side. Beautiful. Take some breaths. Maybe roll the shoulders. We'll prepare ourselves for some sun bees. On an inhale, take the arms up towards the sky. Coming into chair. Exhale, sit the bum back. Arms up, biceps with the ears. Once again, you're trying to get the thighs parallel with the floor, knees behind the toes. Breathing. Let's bring the palms together in front of our chest. Then we'll hook the left elbow on the outside of the right knee, stacking the forearms. Take your gaze up towards the sky. Breathing. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale. Let's unwind, coming back to the front. Stay where you're at. Then let's hook that right elbow on the outside of the left knee, stack the forearms, palms together. Gaze up towards the left elbow, towards the sky. Keeping those knees in line, lowering the hips. One more big inhale. Exhale, unwind, come forward. One more big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back. Go through your vinyasa. High, down to low. Inhale to low cobra or an up dog if you're ready. Same thing, feet are pressing into the mat. Knees are off the floor, pressing the palms into the mat, arms straight, hips off the floor. Gaze up, and then exhale, curl the toes. Coming back to a downward dog. Breathing. Let's go ahead and come down to our knees. Let's do traditional child's pose. Knees together, uncurl the toes, sit back on the heels. Forehead to the mat, arms down by the side. Here you can sway your hips side to side, keeping them active if you like. Maybe taking some water if it's needed. Couple more big breaths here. Nice and easy. Let's press ourselves back up into a tabletop. Checking our alignment. Palms under the shoulders. Knees under the hips. Fingers spread nice and wide. Curl the toes. And then we'll make our way into a downward dog. Inhale, lift the knees up. Chest towards the thighs. Hips up towards the sky. Exhale, release the heels down. On an inhale, lift the right foot up in the air. Right heel pressing back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step that foot between the hands. Lower the back foot at a 45. Bend the front knee over the ankle. Inhale the arms forward, biceps to ears. Lift yourself up, warrior one. Now here, feet are almost on railroad tracks, so you can walk, have a nice little distance here. Bringing that left hip forward to meet the right. Knees bent over the ankle. You line that knee up with the second toe. Arms up. A few more big breaths here. And on an inhale, we'll press off those back toes, coming into a warrior three. Pressing off the toes, reach the arms forward. Woo! Left foot back. Keep the arms straight out in front if you like, or bring the palms in front of your chest. Oh. My right hip is usually pretty tight. A few more big breaths. Take one more big inhale here, and then exhale. Snap that left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, sit the bums back, arms up, chair. And then inhale, come all the way up. Arms down by the side. All right. Bring the feet together, toes touching, gap between the heels. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sit the hips back into a chair, arms up. Use those toes. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shin, spine straight. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, go through your vinyasa. Always remember you can skip and meet in downward dog. High to low, low cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing. Take those nice deep breaths here. Eventually this will be a resting pose for you. Working on the Ujjayi breath to warming up the body. On an inhale, let's lift the left foot up in the air, left heel pressing back. Exhale, knee to nose, step that foot between the hands. Lower that back foot at a 45. Bend the front knee over the ankle. Inhale the arms forward, biceps come to ears. Lift yourself up, warrior one. Like I said, maybe before, maybe you open the feet up a little bit wider. Have that front knee bent over the ankle and the knees lined up with the second toe. Back foot's at a 45. Right hip comes forward to meet the left. Arms up. Knife edge of the right foot's pressing into the mat. Everything's engaged. Coming into warrior three. On your next inhale, let's press off our back toes. Reach for the wall in front of us. Right foot reaches for the wall behind us. Trying to look like a capital letter T. Maybe you can bring the palms in front of your chest or arms by your side. A few more breaths here. Maybe you want to throw in some squats to warm up the hips even more, strengthening them. One more big inhale, and then exhale. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. Lower the hips back, arms up, chair. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms down by the side. Beautiful. Take some breaths here. Maybe roll the shoulders back and forward. Okay, listen up closely for this next one here. On an inhale, we'll take the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, sit the bum back, arms up, chair. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back. Go through your vinyasa. High, down low, low cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing. Focusing the weight on the thumb and the index finger. Bicep curled in towards the ears. Hang that head nice and heavy, nice and loose, gazing at the thighs. Feet are at hip distance. Then we'll bring that right hand to the middle and we'll let the heels fall to the right. And then inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Side plank. You can always bring that right knee down for a little kickstand if you like. A few more breaths. Okay, and then from here, take your peace fingers, grab onto your left big toe, and then with that left toe, bring it forward into a high lunge. Stay up on those back toes. Inhale the arms up, high lunge. Woo. Take a nice big inhale here. And then exhale, open up into a warrior two. Shoulders over the hips. The right foot's engaged. Knife edge of the right foot's pressing in the mat. All four corners of the left foot are pressing in the mat. Arms in opposite directions. All 5 fingers together. Breathe. Let's go ahead and throw in a side angle. First, actually let's do a reverse warrior. Right arm behind the back. Inhale the left arm up and over. A couple breaths. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, left elbow to left knee, right arm up and over. And then you can stay here. Maybe you want to release the left hand down towards the floor. Pressing the left elbow into the left knee, a little twist. Left hand with the right, bounce that beach ball. Inhale back up into a warrior two. Warrior two, take a nice big inhale. And then cartwheel the hands. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Go through your vinyasa. High to low. Low cobra. Or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Well, that was rad. Let's try it on the other side.
Is that what it was?
That was so nice. Let's try it twice. Okay, let's bring our left hand to the middle. Ooh. Heels fall to the left. Inhale that right arm up towards the sky. Side plank. You can always bring the left knee down if you like. Go for the challenge. Lift the right leg up. Grab on the big toes with your peace fingers. Oh man, a little bit harder on the side. Once you grab the big toe, bring it to the front. And then stay up on those back toes. Inhale the arms forward. Come on up. High lunge.
What'd you say, lunge?
High lunge, yeah.
Let's have lunge.
Next big inhale. Open up into that warrior two. Plant the back foot. Arms reach in opposite directions. Shoulders over the hips.
So good.
That's why I know I'm successful. You gotta take off the top.
You got me. And we match.
Yeah. Reverse warrior. Left arm behind the back. Inhale the right arm up and over. A couple breaths. Front knees bent. Exhale. Right knee to right. Elbow right elbow. Left arm up and over. You can always release the right arm. Bring it out with the beach ball. Squeeze. Inhale back up into a warrior two. Nice big inhale. And then exhale. Cartwheel the hands. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Vinyasa. High to low. Low cobra. Or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Taking some breath here. Let's go ahead and make ourselves into a child's pose. You can do a traditional or extended. Maybe drink some water. Hope everybody's doing great. We are definitely sweating in the Gonzalez household. We contemplated putting on the fireplace and having hot yoga.
That was a melatonin talking.
Yeah. Okay, a couple more big breaths. There's always different hands you can do with the extended child's. Maybe flip the palms up towards the sky. Maybe bring the palms together, bend the elbows, thumbs behind the neck. Lower arms down by the side for restorative. Okay, let's finish this off here. That was a good standing series. We'll come back to our tabletop, palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're gonna make our way into a downward dog. Curl the toes, using an inhale, lift the knees, chest towards the thighs, hips up towards the sky, release the heels, downward dog. Okay, gazing towards your hands, left foot outside of left hand, right foot outside of right. And then slowly, you can stay in camper squat or come down to Malasana. Malasana, you can stay in Malasana. If you want to release down to the floor, go ahead. But the next option I have for you is crow pose. So with crow, staying in Malasana, bring your palms to the mat in front of you, elbows into the knees. And on an inhale, lift the hips up, keep the feet where they're at. Come on the balls of the feet, twist the knees in towards the triceps. Press the knees into the triceps, then bring your gaze forward just a little bit, and then lift the foot up one at a time. If you're new to this, if you have a block or some pads, put in front of your head, and And then you could also step off of it, which makes it a little bit easier. Maybe because the feet are already kind of lifted. Couple more big breaths here. Let's try it one more time. Janet, you better be doing a crow. A few more breaths. I don't know if you can tell, Junie personalized my block and scratched a bunch of tiger stripes into it. She must be into Tiger King. Okay, let's release our bums to the mat. Legs out in front of us. Shake them out. Let's bring that left heel out to the left corner of the mat. Right foot into the left thigh. Two of them pressing against each other. Left toes curl back. Inhale the arms up. Torso over the left leg. Exhale, forward fold. Focusing on your breath. Checking the alignment. Are you leaning to the left? Then you need to bring that right knee down. Is the right foot, left thigh still engaged, pressing against each other? Left toes curl back. Left foot flat as if you're stepping on it. And then once you're there, focus on the breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Now this is technically my cool down video. This is a good one to do at the end of the day. If you've moved around a lot, or at the end of your yoga practice, obviously. I made those videos so that you can watch the warm up, maybe do a little of your own in between, and then do the cool down. But use them as you weigh. One more big inhale here. And then exhale to unwind. Release the right heel out to the right corner. Left foot comes in. Left foot presses against the right thigh. Two of them are pressing against each other. Right toes curl back. Inhale, arms up. Turn the torso over the right leg. Exhale, fold. Remember, am I leaning to the right? Bring that left knee down. Left foot, right thigh engaged. Right toes curl back. Right foot flat in front of me. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more big inhale. And exhale to unwind. Let's bring that right foot in to meet the left for bound angle. The closer the heels are to the bum, the harder the stretch. So if you want to walk them out a little bit, feel free. Elbows into the knees, hands to your feet. Sit up nice and tall, and then open your feet up like a book. Pressing your knees down towards the floor. If it's in your practice, you can keep your spine straight. You can do a forward fold. Just breathing. The more you open those feet up like a book, the farther the knees are able to go down.
Or do it against the wall, right?
You could also do it against the wall at night too to practice. Put a block between your back and the wall, help you sit up straight. Beautiful. And exhale, gently release. Release the legs out, shake them out. And then before we make our way to our back, let's come to our knees again. And we're going to try camel. Camel is uncomfortable. You can stay in a seated position or make your way onto your back. We'll be there right now. But from camel, you'll stand up on your knees. Knees are at hip distance. Grab your hands, roll the shoulders back, then bring the hands to your lower back as if you're putting your hands into your pocket. Nice big inhale. And then on an exhale, release. Starting to press back. Top of the feet are pressing in the mat, and you just slowly bend back. Maybe this is as far as you want to stay. Or release the right hand to the right heel, left hand to the left heel. Nice and easy. You can release the head. What you're focusing on is pressing the hips forward, chest up towards the sky. A few more big breaths. And when you're ready to come up on an inhale, slowly press yourself back up. Ooh. Sit on your knees. Slowly release yourself forward into child's pose. Take some breaths here. We're going to do it one more time. You can stay in child's pose, or if you want to join me for the second. Coming back to the knees, hip distance. Sit down nice and tall. Oof, got a little dizzy there. Lift up the shoulders, roll the shoulders back. Hands to your hips as if they're in their back pockets. Press the top of the feet into the mat. Nice and easy, lean back. Right hand to right heel. Left hand to left heel. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Using an inhale, slowly press yourselves back up. Nice and easy, sit on your heels. Release the forehead. Beautiful. All right, let's cool down. Let's release our feet. Legs out in front of us. Make our way to the top of the mat. Open the legs up, mat distance. Curl the toes back. Let's use one breath here. Sit up nice and tall. On an inhale, arms reach forward, palms facing up. Exhale, slowly lower yourselves back one vertebrae at a time. Engage the core muscles. Reach for the wall behind you. Point your toes towards the wall in front of you. Spine's curled. Exhale, released. Hopefully you feel the difference between the first one we did and now this one. Let's bring our feet to the mat, knees up towards the sky, arms down by our side, brush the back of the heels, get the proper alignment, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. We're going to do one-legged bridge. Pressing the forearms and palms into the mat. All four corners of the left foot are pressing the mat. Right toes curl back towards the right knee. Using an inhale, press the hips up towards the sky. Chin tucked into the chest. Each inhale, lift the hips. At the same time, press that right knee down. You can always take the shoulders underneath, interlace the fingers if that works. Still pressing the fingers in. One more big inhale. And then exhale, slowly release the hips. Keep the foot where it's at. Let's thread the needle. Take the right arm, thread it through the legs. Interlace the fingers behind the left knee. Press that. Curl the right toes back towards the right knee. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale. Squeeze the left knee towards the left shoulder. If you want to increase the stretch, you can press the right elbow into the right thigh up towards the sky. So another hip stretch here. If pigeon is ever uncomfortable when we're doing pigeon, you can always come to thread the needle. A few more big breaths. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale, gently release the foot back to the mat. You gotta uncross the right ankle, bring that right foot back to the mat. Arms down by the side, brush the back of the heels again, and then cross the left ankle over the right knee. One-legged bridge, forearms, palms, pressing into the mat. All four corners of the right foot pressing the mat. Chin to chest, inhale the hips up towards the sky. Each inhale you lift. Each exhale you hold. You can always tuck the shoulders underneath. Interlace the fingers. A few more breaths. And exhale, slowly release the hips down. Keep that ankle crossed over the knee. And you can thread the left arm through the legs. Interlace the fingers behind the right knee. Gently squeeze that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Left toes curl back towards the left knee. And you can also press the left elbow into the left thigh up towards the sky. Opening up those hips. Releasing all the tension, emotions. Reminding yourself to drink plenty of water after class. One more big inhale. And then exhale, gently release the right foot back. Uncross the ankle. Open the feet out to mat distance. Let the knees fall into each other. Arms out to your side or to a cactus. Windshield wipers. Knees right. Knees left. Nice and easy. And once again, the next time the knees are to the right, let's go ahead and leave them there. Take your gaze to the left. Maybe stack that bottom foot on top of the left knee. You can press it into the knee to get that hip stretched a little bit more. And nice and easy, release that top foot. Windshield wipers. Knees back up, knees left, knees right, knees left. Let's leave them to the left, gaze to the right. Stack that bottom foot on top of the right knee. Breathe. And nice and easy, release that top foot. Lift the knees back up. Do a couple more windshield wipers. And then for the last minute here, if you'd like to do an inversion, like we did at the end of last class, just take the feet up towards the sky. Maybe make a diamond with your hands, bring them underneath your hips. You can always grab your block if you have one, or a towel. If you stuck with me this long so far, thank you very much. Gently release. You can grab onto the outsides of the feet, squeeze the knees in towards the armpits. Happy baby. Maybe a little side-to-side sway. And let's use one more big breath here. Take a nice big inhale. And then on that exhale, engage the core. Release the legs nice and slow. Once the heels touch the mat, let the feet fall open. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. For some receiving, or if you like a little grounding, you can bring a palm on your heart and a palm on your stomach. Reminding yourself this last 55 minutes is to prepare yourself for this last 5 minutes. How often are we getting quiet time? So let's just take this last 5 minutes here. Let go of the breath, let go of the thoughts. Gently settle in for Shavasana. Before making any movement, slowly come back to the breath. Bring your attention towards your fingers and towards your toes. And gently start wiggling them. Bring your attention toward your shoulders, your neck, your head. Maybe throw in a slight sway. And using an inhale, you can gently roll to your right side for relaxation, or roll to your left side for energy. Taking a couple breaths there. Then using an inhale, let's gently press ourselves up into a seated position. And we'll take one last restorative breath together. Sitting up nice and tall. Using an inhale, let's reach arms up towards the sky, stretching the spine nice and tall. One last time. Then on an exhale, let's bring the palms together in front of our chest. Thank you all so much for joining today. This was rad. Hope you guys keep this up. I'll keep it up. Like, subscribe, share, yada, yada. Namaste. Love you guys.